starting the record. And, alright. Now, who can remember what all happened last time?
We got out of the orc camp. We defeated the orc boss. I think barbarians were attacking the orcs.
Um,
We found a treasure chest.
you did find a treasure chest, yep.
Somebody got shoved off a watchtower.
Yep.
I pushed the guy off the watchtower, ran down, and decapitated him.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming it wasn't me.
It was. Sorry. You want to roll up a new character?
After we defeated the war boss there of the, I think it was the tribe of many arrows, was it?
The Orc King Damak.
Yeah,
Why
After
did I
I
see the dumbass?
after I clicked that motherfucker in half, we reunited with the Argont Legion.
Mm-hmm. You guys got some opportunities. You guys had done some things here and there, did some selling, came across that merchant again. Let's see, what else did you guys do?
Uh,
I got busy working.
Yes, you did get busy working. You also saw the spirit.
Yeah.
The spirit.
yeah, that one guy we saw before, the hooded figure. They saw him again. I didn't see him.
All right.
We sold off some magic gear, found one of the boxes, that sort of thing, and then I think that was really it. Trying to think of other things.
Well, let's see here.
Oh.
I also recall that you guys did. Let's see. Yeah, you killed the Orc King. You stopped a magic summoning circle that was.
We
Summoning.
the fire genasi. Yeah, remember the Orc King that was like that started the whole fiasco? The one that killed the previous king?
It wasn't here.
Okay, so remember the whole beginning of why you guys went to the Kingdom of Many Arrows? Like the whole conflict that was going on? The previous king was slain by the usurper, which caused a three-way split amongst his, I think his sons?
Technically a
fired-
two-way split, which also in turn caused a war, which became a three-way.
Yeah, it became a three-way
Oh
split.
my god.
Which now we've literally killed the main problem of that conflict, and the Argont Legion is cleaning house because the orcs are now on the run. Currently, we're heading off to the Mithril Hall to help retake it from the orcs, but they said by the time we show up, they might as well have taken it themselves, like reclaimed it.
Before you guys make your travel, I will also let you know as part of a report. Let's say that you guys just simply overhear. The orcs are not actually giving up. They seem to have another leader that's given them orders. In addition, from this, you can pretty much overhear that this information is based on the Grey Orcs. There is a orc shaman that's essentially taken over command with what power is left. Otherwise, you are also told, because you are heading southward, be careful, for there are drow assassins.
You said a shaman. Finally. Oh, where are the opponents?
The shaman is of the clergy of the divine domains. But other than that,
should be orcs then, I guess. So where is this shaman then?
This shaman is actually on a different path.
Oh, he's somewhere elsewhere.
She is actually somewhere elsewhere. As
Oh.
far as information goes, I will let you know that this shaman was betrothed to Damak, the Orc King.
Well, damn. Well, he's been chopped into half and decapitated.
But
That's
agreements
gonna
were
be an
still
interesting thing in
staying.
color.
Yeah. Green orcs and gray orcs. Interesting. Other than that, it looks like there's information about assassins, particularly drow assassins, that are led by Vendalama Talabar. Information-wise, she is a matron mother of the third household. As far as information goes, she seems to be also giving assistance to Damak and also Shagar, the Grey Orc shaman.
Right.
So, in regards of information, with you guys going south, be wary of assassins.
All right.
Let's see here. There's also other rumors in regards of a different location, but that's not really relevant for this path that you have taken.
All right.
Let's see here. You guys have made your travels. It is the 12th day of Tarsak, I believe is how it's pronounced. And before we begin our session, is there a buff that you would like to try to roll for?
Sure.
I would like to cook another meal and try to roll another buff. Let's see. This one I'm going to go for. I want to try to give people some level of like additions to their checks and saves or something. Or can I only choose one of those?
You can only choose one.
Okay. Let's go with saves, considering that's gonna like save our lives more often.
Alright. Save towards what? Like which check?
Son of a. Okay, fine.
Because that would be pretty powerful.
That's fair. I'm gonna go with con, just because like I feel like that's a better thing to go with.
Okay.
Probably the second best thing would probably be dexterity, but I'm gonna do con.
Okay.
All right. Go on. I'll just do your thing.
All right, so I'm gonna cast guidance to help me out with this, and it's a tool use, and I'm using survival for this, right?
No, it is a d20 plus your proficiency, and if you're adding guidance, it will then be additional +4.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, a D4.
Because you're essentially asking for a magical effect that is not really pertaining to an actual skill for game mechanic wise. At
Well,
least as
considering
of
I'm
yet. As of yet, because I'm still working on that and for other logistics and stuff like that. Because there's got to be a challenge, but it can't be overdone either.
Fair enough, but to be fair, if I recall correctly, there's cooking tool utensils, and also cooking is considered under survival.
Yes, arguably so. That's why for now, for this playthrough, I am actually just negating the survival aspect and going for the magical buff.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
that's
just,
fair,
it's just
I
your
suppose.
proficiency bonus.
Yeah, and this
All
is
right.
supposed to last for the entire session too.
Understandable. All right, here we go. I got a 19 total.
19? Yep, I would say everyone now has a advantage on their Constitution saves.
Nice.
Son of a.
You need this.
I will roll to play my lead to grant us, I don't know, inspiration, I guess. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Was it
Musical
singer,
instruments
tune?
can provide inspiration, provided that you make the DC for it.
Alright, 3 plus 1d20. Let's go.
The first nat 20 for tonight. So yes, everyone gets a point of inspiration.
Does inspiration stack?
No, it does not.
Then I'm just stuck with the one.
If it makes you feel any better, the old inspiration is replaced, so it's not as dusty.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god.
I like that.
We only get one inspiration.
One inspiration at a time.
I already had one. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
But now everyone gets one.
You know, you always hold on to them for an emergency, but then they end up stacking up like those potions in the like RPG games.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
All right.
Last session, I don't think I needed to roll because I think all my attacks hit session.
I'm just gonna save my inspiration for like concentration saves or something, because honestly, I don't know what else to put it on.
I mean, you have advantage already on con. But yeah, natural 20 as I play like.
Oh yeah, you're right. I can't do that because I have what you call it, Warcaster too. So it would just be redundant.
It would.
Yeah, I'm just stuck, but it's okay.
Hey, at least everyone else has got an advantage.
I play
That
like
is very
evil.
true.
Stand by
Everyone
me.
else is okay, and that's what matters.
So plus 3 is what they got going for them, so we can go with that. All right, ready? Anyone else want to try their hand with something?
Don't know at the very moment.
You guys
You
can help out
have
with cooking.
Poisoner's Kit.
I could.
No, there was something I wanted to do because I could. Let me find the one thing.
Sure.
The holy poison.
Did anyone
Anyway.
want
Oh, I found it. So, you said to enchant, I needed proficiency in Arcana, right?
Correct.
If I cast a spell, Borrow Knowledge, I can give myself proficiency into a skill. Can I use that to enchant something?
Arguably so. This would be a bypass.
Sweet. Totally rolling to enchant my shield again with
Alrighty.
bonus AC.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment. D20 is you. It's a flat D20, right?
16. Fumi is also. Well, let me double check here with Fumi. Never mind. Fumi will not grant assistance. Instead, what she will do is assist by doing her own roll. Because she has expertised it at this level.
Huh.
She is a cleric of knowledge, so.
Gotcha. I didn't add any modifier to it, right? Because I just rolled a flat D20 right now.
Okay. What you got? Plus 3?
yeah. Proficiency of +3.
Arcana, no, it's a +0. But proficiency would be +2, methinks? +3, yeah.
Yeah, it should be plus 3. I was just wondering if you had any negatives to intelligence. That's why I was factoring.
Nope.
Alright, so that would be a 19. Okay, then with that in mind, yes, you do have yourself a +1 shield.
Sweet. That adds just 1 AC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll to make more drow poison.
Alright, go for it.
+3 this time.
Mm-hmm.
$17.
17? What type of poison are you looking for?
Oh, I just said drow poison.
Drow poison? Oh, that's
Anti-drow poison.
5d6 damage, is it?
No.
No?
No.
What's the damage on that?
0.
There is no damage. You just roll a save. If you fail by 5, you're passed out and poisoned.
Oh, Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a different one then.
I mean, I'd love to know what that 5d6 one is, but
I think that's the purple worm.
Nope.
No? Do you know which one I'm
not
thinking?
dealing with that.
You're not dealing with that.
I would say something like Insanity Mist.
Oh, okay.
I would try making that one.
Would anyone like to train together and learn each other's skills and feats?
So you got a 17, and yeah, I'll say a
I
17
need to learn something.
would be enough to get your drow poison.
I got a question.
I may have an answer.
Okay, if I recall correctly, I think I have the Tavern Brawler feat. Does every improvised weapon I pick up, no matter what, only become a D4?
Yes.
Usually. Unless you are able to describe it otherwise. Like, if you grab a giant tree branch, you can declare it as a great club.
That's why I'm saying, like, do you rule everything that I grab as a D4, or is it going to be debatable depending on what I pick up?
It depends on two different aspects, because the Tavern Brawler is based off of the club and the Great Club.
You also have a throwing distance as well.
Yeah.
For all these weapons
When you're
as well,
using punches,
20 feet.
it's automatically a D4.
No, I know
club-
the D4 thing. I'm talking about grabbing items and stuff. Like, does
Right.
it matter what item I grab, or is it going to be a D4 no matter what?
It will depend on the size. If you grab a leg of a chair, it would count as a club, which is a D4. If you're using the whole chair with both hands, I would count that as a great club, which I believe is a D8.
D6, actually.
D6 for a great club? Okay.
Oh, no, it's D8. It is D8. You're right.
Okay.
Understood. Mm-hmm.
That would be
I mean,
the
like,
only difference.
I mean, you're also a druid. You can just cast Shillelagh on any piece of wood, and now it becomes like a D8 wisdom weapon.
That's the thing. I don't
Yeah.
have Shillelagh.
Shame.
Shame. It's okay, though. Shillelagh is good, but it's not 100% needed.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Okay. You played
Like,
druids
that's-
long enough.
Every time I try to play one, I don't get to. This is the first time I've gotten anywhere as a druid.
Right?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see here.
As for, I was just wondering if anyone wanted to, like, train throughout the week together. Learn
I
feats
don't know
from
what I
each other.
need. What feats do you guys have? I could teach someone resilience in the Constitution direction if that's what they want, but I don't know what I can do for you.
Right now, I have Tavern Brawler, Alert, Resilience, Skill Expert, and Monkey Grip.
Can I learn? God dang it. What was it again? Say them again.
Well, I have Tavern Brawler, which you already have. I have Alert, Resistance from you, Skill Expert, which is in Athletics, and
Alright, what about
Monkey Grip.
skill expert? I think that would be a fun thing to try to do.
Alright.
To get
The ultimate
proficiencies in those
skill
skills I
monkey.
can't
Your
get.
Athletics would be the one that the expertise, I believe, if that's how the ruling went.
I can only put it in whatever you learned?
Yeah.
Yes, and then you can pick a skill from my list.
Son of a... Okay. What are your skills?
I have Athletics, Intimidation, Insight, Performance, Perception, and Persuasion.
I'm gonna take intimidation and perception.
You can only take one.
But
Extra
I
one,
thought
and-
skill expert feat goes for 2.
No,
no,
expertise
You
one,
one
learn a
and-
skill and then you get expertise in a skill.
which the expertise, I think, by the
Oh,
ruling of how
okay.
we were doing
Then I'm
it
gonna go
was-
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm gonna go with perception then.
So double.
and then
profi-
proficiency.
Wait, I already used my thing for today to make something. I can't teach anyone a feat, can I?
No, you should be able to teach someone a feat during your travels.
Then who would like Piercer, I guess? Or Observant?
No, skill expert gives me proficiency in 2 skills.
No, it only gives you one, and then you get expertise in one
I
skill.
literally clicked on it. It says to. It's giving me 2.
Yes, because one of them is the one you have to pick for expertise.
And the other one is the one you get along with the skill, with the feat.
Yeah.
Which I think our ruling was the expertise has to go into athletics.
Okay.
Why would it have to go to athletics?
Oh, we're not doing that.
Because it got trained by Monty, and that's what Monty had it in.
Yeah.
He was an expert in athletics.
He was an expert in athletics, and you can learn athletics as a proficiency, and you can take one of your expertise into something that you already have proficiency with. Because then you're learning the secrets of how to be an expert and applying it accordingly.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Fair enough. That's a little more flexible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind learning observant.
Do I want that in insight? I'm gonna put it in insight.
All right. I'll pick up observant from our rogue. If no one else wants it. I think it's a +1 to wisdom, was it?
What
Wait.
is it?
Warcaster resilient. Okay, if I have Warcaster and resilient, so that extra in Constitution is going to be very helpful.
Perception. I'll take that perception bonus. Yay. Mark that down later.
Alrighty.
I have to learn alert. Could use alert.
Alright.
I can teach you next time.
Let me do the math real quick.
Alrighty. So you guys got your notes. You guys have been sharing. You guys have been doing what you can. So let's go and get into the story, shall we? La da ta 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 da ta ta.
I summon
What's
a
that?
steed.
Summon your steed. What's that, Chip?
It lets me summon find steed there.
Mm-hmm. What was that,
Summon-
Chip?
And I get
Oh shit! Oh shit! It said something.
Yeah.
why am I seeing confetti?
Chet,
Yeah.
did you say something?
No,
I
I did
didn't say
ask.
anything.
I did ask everyone if they wanted the Lord get the observant or piercer feat.
I asked for observant.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to teach you. Well, then
Okay.
I'm about +10 to insight. That's good. That's good.
Alright, let's try this again. Chet, what were you
Yep.
trying to say?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. Okay.
all of that just for nothing.
Storm, anything on your end, or are you all good?
All good.
Okay. All right. And as far as I can tell, who's got the rapier of speed?
I feel like that's going to the rogue. No, like bonus action attack is actually pretty good with all modifiers. I don't see any problem with that. And it's a finesse weapon, so it would work with them the best. And it's a +1 weapon.
All right. Then it is in Dulmer's inventory.
You're just little straight up upgrade to all your weapons. You don't no longer need the 2-weapon fighting.
What about 2 weapons fighting?
You
You now
have
have a rapier speed. It literally lets you use your bonus action as an additional attack with modifiers.
Uh,
It's like a rapier speed, but this one's just a +1 rapier instead of a +2 scimitar.
and it is now in your inventory. Otherwise, let's see here.
I should actually include my. I forgot. I probably should include that new my tower shield and crystal sword. Was it?
Probably.
Yep.
I mean, I would imagine so.
Okay, so that's how do I make an item?
The add button. It's in your
Add
inventory.
new weapon. Edit.
Alright. Meanwhile, we're going to transpose into the next scene here.
Like
Let me just preload it for you all. And I'll just place your tokens real quick, and then we'll be all set. Okay, just want to make sure on that part.
OS description. How do I make this? I can't even remember how to do this. Underground detail. Marshall.
And alrighty, and here we go. We shall activate. It is getting towards the night time. Noise in the background.
Who's yelling in the background?
That would be Dahmer.
Brother being loud.
Oh, that explains it. I was like, we shout nigga at the top of their lungs.
Okay. So it is towards towards nighttime. You guys have been traveling for many days. You've had time.
For now, I'm just gonna use the dice tray for now for the crystal sword, but
Yeah,
it will
that'll
be
be
the
alright.
one I'm equipped right now.
Mm-hmm.
I also have that great shield I have to add. The tower shield.
Yep. Alrighty.
Tower shield.
What is going on here with that? What do I see? What do I see? Looks like Dahmer and Mon here, Mr. Zaku, had exhaustion. You don't need exhaustion. You are fully rested. But during your travels, it is considered nighttime, and off into the distance you can see what looks to be flame, light. In addition, I will also let you know. Oh, come on.
Alright. So, like, we're heading by night? There was it?
Yeah, you guys are been traveling, and Fumi does tell you that she is getting tired. Probably should be a good idea to maybe find camp and rest.
Yes. Suck it up, Buttercup. I'm kidding.
Put her in the bag of holding and keep walking.
I mean, we're getting, like, what? We see the light over here, right?
Yeah.
Somebody say morphine?
I guess I'll ride up ahead there.
It's cocaine. You'll be fine.
I guess what? Should we just check out the source of light and see if there's a camp up ahead? Maybe we can camp with those people.
Not far from you guys, from where you stand, there is there is a hooded figure that you all can see.
Son of a.
Is it the same hooded figure?
It is the same hooded figure that each one of you who has seen him once. Otherwise, if you haven't seen him before, if not stated, then you have no idea. But he is transparent. You should be able to somewhat see him on the map here.
Yeah, I see him. I guess I would use a bonus action to turn on the light on my sword,
Okay.
so everyone can see him better. It's getting dark, right?
It is considered dark.
Yeah, I'll do that there. I don't have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Same here.
Everyone's like, I got
Wait,
dark.
Minotaurs have dark vision?
No,
Goggles of night.
Oh, goggles of night.
Oh.
That's right.
No,
And
right.
I'm barely human.
Right. And what's the radius on that sword?
30 feet.
So
Radius 30.
So that would be 60 of dim and 30 of bright.
No, it's actually an additional 30 feet of dim light.
Yeah, it's 30 feet of bright light and 60 feet
30
of dim,
feet.
dim light.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go by what Foundry says. So it's basically from your point going outward. So 60 feet and 30 feet.
There we go. Guess I approach on, I think, my horse? I did use that fine steed. I don't know if anyone wanted to ride on the back of it as well. Just say it's a war horse. Convenience sake. Oh, it's gone. Would Fumi be on the back of my war horse?
I'm sure she'd probably be walking.
I also want to be on the back of a war horse. No? Okay, I guess I'm the only one that...
Yeah, I guess you're the only one who's riding.
Guess I'm the only one on the war horse, alright.
Otherwise. Ooh, excuse me. Mr. Zaku, you do have control of your token. Or at least you should.
Oh. Wait, let me move this.
As I head towards the mysterious figure with the rest of the party slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
Where
looks like
is it? I don't see it.
He was on the side of the road. He was over here. Yeah, he's going to the mysterious camp. Everyone's like,
I'm
No,
gonna
you're-
just go back.
just follow where my character's going, I guess.
Oh.
Fumi would state. A fire that is lit and yet no one is around.
I'm having a hard time moving tokens because I'm on my laptop and I don't have a mouse. I can't move the screen at all.
Gotcha.
I'll
Oh, use
dismount my
one finger
horse.
to click on the icon and use the other one to drag it.
No. I mean, like, I can't move the map.
Oh,
I'm stuck at the top of the map and I can't.
right click. Yeah, right click. The
I am on the laptop. I do not have a right click. I have a pod.
Yeah.
right click on your pad.
You may no. What you may have to do is do a refresh.
You said you only have a little touchpad, right, on your laptop?
Yeah.
The two corners of your pad is your left and right click, eh?
It should be.
Just hold down.
But not
Yeah,
all
hold
down.
laptops have that.
No,
that's true.
I don't have any buttons. Anything.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's
really
there.
just a flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. It's literally is the bottom
I
corner.
could make so many
Of your
jokes about
touchpad.
that, but I'm not. This is a serious matter.
It's the bottom
That-
corner of your touchpad. Trust me, I always have the touchpad. Unless you're different. Your one is completely different and doesn't let you push down on the touchpad at all.
I'll try
clicked
it.
that? I said I would take this seriously. Okay, I'm taking it seriously.
No. Oh, wait. I moved it.
Hold down on
Only
it.
slightly. Oh, hey, there's actually a button here. Oh my lord. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But yes, I'll dismount my horse there, and I'm on top of their orc guy. Jump back down. At least my horse right there.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. You find yourselves at some ruins. A lit fire that is warm and welcoming. Yet no one is around, not even a set of footprints.
Strange.
There is a cave that looks to go deeper in. Fumi would ask, do we set up camp here? Maybe?
We could. But we are doing, like, watch out for drow assassins. Something about this just screams trap. And that's just my intuition.
Well,
I see we learned our lesson from last time.
Just like, I don't know, because, like, cave leads to Underdark, right? And how long have we been traveling on the road?
Pretty much all day. A good 8 hours of the day.
Alright.
if you
How far are we from Mithril Hall then?
Give or take one more week.
Damn. Another week. Travel time. We could set up camp in here and maybe take a peek inside the cave.
if you all are sorry. My character kind of just turned around and go, if you all are wary about what's inside the cave, I could just send a summon down there.
Well, could be useful. I'll leave it to you, Zaku.
All right, let me see if I have a. Okay, let me see. This isn't ritual, is it? No. So I'd have to concentrate on it. How long is the duration?
Typically an hour.
Yeah,
I
up to an
believe.
hour for my second. For my second one, yes, up to an hour. The other one is a lot longer, I think. But all right, I am going to use summon beast for this then.
All right. I shall get out your token.
Let me see something real quick. That's.
And what beast are you summoning? Is it small, medium, large, extra
This
crispy?
is I'm gonna be using the beast spirit spell to summon a summon, and it's gonna be of the air variety, so it can fly.
Okay.
As for like what animal I'm summoning, it's just gonna be a flying monkey, just to like make it a little bit simple. And
Okay.
I'm gonna like summon that, and you can put it around me or whatever. Yeah, there's the token. There we go.
Yep.
I'm gonna have it go into the cave.
All right.
Alright.
Is that a door?
There is a door.
Okay, can I open it? Okay, you can open it.
I mean, sure, a flying monkey I'm sure could open a door.
See, folks, this is why we go with flying monkeys. Okay, I need to move the thing. They're like canoes down here. What am I looking at exactly?
From what you are seeing, yeah, you can see through their eyes, right?
No, the creature has to report back, I think.
And you can.
Actually, let me double check.
You may want to double check that.
It is a familiar, is it not, that you summoned?
No, it's not a familiar.
I thought
Let's see
it
here.
acts as a
You call forth
familiar.
the beings, it manifests in space. You can see within range, its spirit form. When you cast a spell, the creature resembles that of an animal, which determines traits, it disappears when it hits your creature. This animal is an ally of your concentration. In combat, you can share your count, but it counts as an enemy and goes after you, and that is that. If you don't issue any, it takes the dodge action. When you cast it, nope, there's nothing about it being able to see what I see, so it has to report back to me and tell me everything it's seen.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
What is one thing looking at?
from what your monkey can see, it is hammocks. And it looks
It
like
is what?
hammocks.
These are hammocks?
To the right side of the screen, you see 4 hammocks in total, 2 on top of each other. And to the left side, you see a curtain that looks like it's blocking part of your vision, but as far as the rest of your vision can tell, looks like there is 2 more hammocks.
And this is just a chair or something right here?
A stone chair, fitting for dwarves.
Okay. Seems like that's where the wall ends too. So, yep. Seems like there's nothing really to put a fuss about.
All right.
All right. Where's my oh, I'm moving both of them for some reason. That's annoying. All right, this thing would move back. It would speak to me in, well,
Yep, and the
well, it sound like
vocal,
English
the
to me.
language that you all hear is.
It howls and chatters to me. I kind of nod my head and I go, oddly enough, there seems to be nothing ahead. Except for a few hammocks, what it calls a stone chair in... That was a table in front of it, right?
That was a stone slab with a fire pit on top of it.
And a stone slab with fireplace. So we could make this place our camp, but it would seem whoever was here either isn't here now or this place is either abandoned.
As far as you could tell from this fireplace, this little fireplace that is currently active, it is looking like it's getting ready to go out, if not fed more wood.
Can I just druidic craft a few like a few bits of straw or something?
Theoretically, I don't see why not.
All right. He looks to the fire and uses druidic craft to summon a bit of hay to kind of just keep the fire going. So, would we all like to head inside, or would you prefer to set up camp out here?
Is there any other way, like, I don't know, is there any secret passages in the room?
As far as the primate can go, there isn't much of anything of significance in there.
I mean, you can just see the monkey that raises up its shoulders and go.
I mean, we could investigate
How old is it?
ourselves.
What's that, Chip?
I would suppose that is a good idea. Is everyone ready?
Would you like me to scout ahead then?
I'll be right behind you then.
Alright. Just try and not lose me. I will go in first and I want to roll stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the monkey follow in behind them just to like help them out if anything happens.
Okay.
Hold on, let me do this real quick because I probably should have done this.
The monkey would give off a salute and go.
Oh my god.
Ooh, ee, ooh, aha, ding, ding, wobble, bing,
One of
bing.
the turncoat there pulls out a coconut, pulls like a string, makes it like a radio, like, the cavemen just roll in. Like, okay. Try to.
Thank you.
two of us could keep watch outside.
Ooh. I imagine
And
that's what
that's why the
Fumi's
druid
probably
I
doing.
rolled a 30 total.
A 30 total. Wow. You are
Everyone's
the
just
shadow.
I'm just fucking gone.
You are not one with the shadow. You are the shadow.
God,
That sounds like being one with the shadow with extra steps.
I know, right?
Actually, less steps. Not gonna lie.
I'm just waiting for someone to cast magic missile at the darkness.
To be fair, you must see your target to aim at your target.
I mean,
Yes.
you cast
Yeah,
it
I
at
can
the
see the
darkness.
dark.
The target is the darkness. I target the darkness itself. Simple as.
Hmm. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to walk ahead.
All right.
Monkey isn't gonna stealth, so that way if anything does happen, it's gonna get hit, not you.
Mm.
Cool.
All right. Oop. Let's see here. Storm.
Present.
Okay. You're doing that. Dalmer would like to go on ahead, I believe. That is requiring your help.
Oh, sure. I mean, as my help moving the character, my help need my character there.
Well, okay. It looks like, okay, Dalmer, you using Theater of the Mind?
What?
Yeah, okay, I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, I am. Sorry. I was confused there for a moment. Plus, also, did a lot of disappointment today, so didn't ignore me.
Okay, so yeah, alright, so Theater of the Mind for you, so we're gonna go in here, alright, between the three of you, alright, I know how to do this. Pew! Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because if I join the stream now, my phone will start dying.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to charge my phone up much because a tree fell on the main power line, so we had an outage for a bit.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, you come across a wall that is pretty old and busted for the most part, but it is still a functional wall with a door that is currently open.
Can I peek through the door?
Yes, currently right now it looks like Tatiana is in your way, but not no more. And looks like from as far as you can tell, looking to the right, it is a dead end. Looking ahead, you can see the spirit monkey. And to the left, it looks like there's an opening with what looks to be curtains to the distance.
Alright. I am going to go and sneak inside. And I want to take a little peek into the curtain if I can.
Alright. From right here, the path does twist, opening to where you can see 4 hammocks on one side. You can also see a stone chair, a stone slab with a fire pit in the middle of it. And continuing as far as you can see, looks like there's more hammocks. And going beyond it, assuming.
This feels like a puzzle.
What
Feels
is
like a
your
place to take a nap.
What is your passive perception?
That should be. Where the hell?
That's a concerning question.
Looks like an 18.
Yep. Steam. Why can I not find my damn skills? There we go. Yeah, 18.
Underneath one of the hammocks on the far side, you can spot what looks to be of a chest.
Do Can I discern from where I am that if it looks trapped or not?
With an 18? No, don't seem trapped.
You could have asked the monkey to open it.
When you
I
get
mean,
close
yeah.
to it, it brandishes a rapier, like a swashbuckling movement.
Hell yeah.
You said
If you
what?
A
I'm going to
swashbuckling
motion
mimic.
for the. I'm gonna motion for the monkey to fly forward.
Okay, you can see the monkey as it gives you a salute and flies towards you.
And I shall motion to the chest and just whisper, "Do you think you can go and open that?"
He does a similar salute before just like going over there to try to open it.
All right. It is not locked, and from opening it, it is sparkling from inside. You can see something floating upward. It looks like a pistol, then turns into a dagger, then turns into a great axe, then turns into a gauntlet, then turns into something else before a flash of light blinds you both. And you can hear into the distance, especially for you, Mr. Zeku, you hear your monkey scream.
Oh boy.
Oh, did I hear this?
Oh, everyone would
I
have heard
think we
that.
all do.
I'm run over to check if Elmo's alright.
Dude, he just gives a thumbs up, rubbing his eyes hard, because god damn.
What exactly is this monkey seeing right now?
Not you're blind. What do you think?
Oh, I didn't. Wait, I thought he was saying like blinded for the moment before we look at it.
Yeah, it was a sudden flashbang. So,
Okay, cool. I was like, huh? So, what is it? What is the monkey looking at right now?
from what you can see into here, it is a magical item.
And how does it look? I
The
mean,
monkey doesn't know.
It looks very concerning.
Found another chest.
I'm sorry. What does the item look like? Like, what am I looking at?
Monkey now has a gun. You have been warned.
Your monkey
By
has
the
a gun.
gods.
And the gun looks like it's got a sidebar with looks like it's a bolt action of some sort. It looks like it's got a scope too.
Oh my fucking god.
Is that actually what I'm looking at right now?
No, but off to the side you can see where it says Eldritch Blast.
What the hell?
Oh my god, what am I looking at?
You know what? I'm about to just walk in there.
Okay, jokes
All
aside,
right,
what are you
jokes-
looking at?
Jokes aside, what you find is a shield that is levitating. The shield is silvery. It has a silvery blue to it.
Oh, I never to get that
Ooh,
too.
I'm gonna pick it up and look at it. The monkey's gonna look at its reflection.
Ooh, as it's picking its nose in front of it.
Dahmer sees he's just gonna snap his fingers like, hey, don't be distracted. Get over here.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Someone like was clicking or something over you?
We found a magic shield.
Yes, it is a magic shield.
Good thing too, druids use shields. But point is, what did you say, Joe? Because I didn't hear you.
Snap his fingers to get the monkey's attention back and motion over.
He looks up at you.
Dahmer, from what you can see, this monkey is looking at you and then looking at the shield, then looking back at you and looking at the shield. Having an expression like, touchy?
It's enjoying the shield, but waiting for you to finish your statement.
Yes.
Get back over here.
Okay, it drags the shield and then like flies on your shoulders, holding the shield still. What do you want now?
Jesus, damn, I'm gonna go back with the party. Damn monkeys, I swear.
It puts the shield on your head like a hat to kind of like
How are
help
you
back
gonna...
hold on to it.
So it's just hanging from my horns. Great.
Yeah, practically.
All right.
Alright. Dower's going to walk back to the group, take the shield off his horns, pass it to Storm. I'm never working with monkeys again.
And Storm is basically just dying laughing.
The monkey's gonna come over with its newfound treasure and just like offer the shield to Manzeku.
I
I've
took the shield when
Oh.
I gave it to Storm.
Oh, you gave it a storm?
Well, I mean, you
Yeah.
did place it on top of Dahmer's head, like it was a hat.
Oh, okay, got you. Wait, I thought your shield had an enchantment on there or whatever.
Temporary
Yeah, but it's
enchantment.
only temporary.
Oh,
Temporary.
got you.
Well, we can also figure out what kind of shield this is.
Fumi could tell you, as a cleric of knowledge, she can cast Identify on it. Would you like her to do that?
Yes, please.
All right. She would.
Wait, who has the shield if the monkey doesn't have it at the moment?
Dahmer.
Got you.
All right. So, okay. So Dahmer passed it to Storm. Storm passed it to Fumi, and Fumi does the ritual, to which she proclaims, "This is a mithril shield."
Neat.
What does a mithril shield do?
Mithril shield is a +1, which also has the light property.
Ooh. Neat.
Means you can hold in there a weapon in that same hand. I think. Isn't that what it was? No. Or is it just like you can just equip it like immediately?
Does anyone else need it?
I
I
have
mean,
a
I think
giant tower shield. I don't think I need another
yeah,
shield.
I think Storm needs it the most, honestly.
Actually, I don't already have a shield, and I don't think I will need the light property.
Oh, then I'll take it.
It's like, this is my shit now.
Yeah, can just give it to Monzeku. I don't mind.
Okay.
Monzaku, they're like, goodbye. He like comes over, he just takes it.
Alright.
Already?
Turns into hermit crab, like.
Fine.
Y'all are terrible.
Sorry. But yeah, I guess we could start setting up camp because there wasn't like any secret passages we saw that could like come out of that place. Did we?
I mean,
HDMI?
no one asked. So,
Um, I, I guess I would ask if everything was clear.
yeah,
Could
everything did
activate
seem
rolls.
clear. And there you go.
So, 14 on that. Investigation. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna set up then.
Alright.
I'm going to use my shield to make my tent.
I don't see anything called a mithril shield. Is that an official item?
No, it's one of mine.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
I stab my tower shield into the ground and make myself
I'll
a
just
tent.
add a +1 shield then.
Yeah.
There. I will let everyone know I'll take first watch then.
The mithril shield is on your character sheet with Foundry, so it's dated.
I'll
Okay,
take second watch.
Haha, my AC is now 17 instead of 16. This is good.
Alright. Chit, what shift are you taking?
I was taking first
I'll take
watch.
second watch.
First, second? Okay. Fumi would offer to do third if no one is interested.
I can do third.
Oh, I knew I forgot something. I'm gonna like start cooking for everyone before we go to sleep.
Okay.
I shall play music with my lute.
So, be past that.
Anyone
Hell out.
hungry for anything in particular?
Hmm?
And Zik is just asking would everyone want to eat.
What would be good to eat?
He's not making soup because someone in particular doesn't like plates.
I don't think I have to worry about that one.
Are you
All right.
talking about Monty?
Beef potatoes, I guess? I don't know.
I'm not saying names.
All right. So, Tatiana, during your first shift, um, it does begin to snow.
That should be a little higher. That's starting to snow.
So, with that in mind,
I think there's should be higher than that.
um, let's see here. You can hear. Oh.
Oh.
You can hear a slight wind, but otherwise, it is essentially uneventful for you.
All right, and since no one's like giving an answer, he's just gonna make steak and potatoes.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say beef and potatoes. Beef, potato, or whatever the fuck it is.
Very simple, but really good dish.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, getting that out there. I'll set up my like makeshift
Someone
tent.
died. Chit.
Shit's back.
What did y'all do this time?
No worries. Um, otherwise, was there anything special during your watch?
I guess I have to just keep watch. I guess.
All right. Well, there's nothing that happens during your watch. Your shift comes up, it comes to a close, and Chit is up.
And then I climb into my tent that I made with my shield. That's right here. Shield's like facing against the wall,
Okay.
or like
Mm-hmm. What? You don't have a tent?
I mean, I do. No, I don't think anyone has tents. Because a tent is like an item you can get, but I used the.
I mean, okay, you got a bedroll. Never mind.
Yeah, I got a bedroll and stuff like that, and I think I got a blanket or two, which I used to like make a makeshift tent out of the giant tower shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was like I stick the shield into the ground and I just pull over.
Right.
There you go, like climb in.
Right. Mr. Brighthoof, what are you doing?
Sleeping.
Okay. Just sleeping. Just sleeping.
I probably would have cast an alarm a while ago, though.
Ah. Where?
Me in the middle.
Inside? Like inside the cave, or?
Are we inside the cave?
Well, it doesn't seem like everyone's inside the cave. Seems like everyone's kind of outside sleeping in the cold.
So I asked earlier what temperature it was outside, and I never got an answer.
I did not hear that. The temperature is considered cold. It is enough to where you
Yes.
could.
Inside the
Yeah,
cave, then?
Okay, hold up. The answer to your question, it is considered cold. By sleeping out in the middle of this cold, you can gain a possibility of a point of exhaustion. Because of
How
cold.
big is the cave mouth?
It's enough for. Let me grab my measuring stick here. 10 feet.
And I'll like, I would have like moved the fire closer to the cave and like set up a tarp next to it as like a wind blocker near the mouth of the cave where it was like warm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So here's a question.
Yeah, if I'm sleeping inside the cave, I'd put it at the cave mouth.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because there is a fireplace inside the cave too. Let's see here.
Yeah, but I feel like I kind of want to be able to like, if we have enough people who can like see inside the cave, I think I want to watch things coming into the cave.
That's fair. All right. So yeah, while you're standing guard, let's see. Let me ask, who has the stone? I gotta ask that.
The philosopher's stone.
Isn't it Brighthoof? Because he's the one with
Yeah.
freaking
Yep. Okay.
Honeymoon's corpse. It's still inside the corpse in the bag of holding.
I don't think
Uh,
anyone. Yeah.
I mean,
Because you haven't pulled it out of him like at all since. Which is gonna be a horrifying like realization when you eventually get there and you just like pull the gut body and just rip him open.
I mean,
Should bury him. Jesus already. Jesus.
I mean, burying a person would probably be morally acceptable.
Yeah, but that's not what he wanted.
No, it wasn't in his will. Um, let's see here. So let's yeah. So you set up
Completely like unimportant side note. Here, Dalmer, have a belt buckle.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I'm
So
going to sleep up here.
in the cold. Okay.
Not exactly. Aren't I still close enough so that I'd be fine?
You are pretty much considered exposed into the weather here. Anyone who's sleeping out in here, they're risking a chance of a point of exhaustion.
I mean,
It's kind of like a makeshift kind of like barrier and a tent thing to absorb the heat like a survivalist.
Okay. That's fair.
So I can like stay out here and watch the entrance.
Right. All right.
also, the monkey probably would have disappeared by now. So we're good to put him away.
Okay.
You're good while you're around, Curious.
Yep. And before he fades away, you can just see him as he waves like Curious George.
I wave back as he disappears slowly. We'll see him again, I'm sure.
Without you, my friend.
Oh my god. Don't make it any sadder than it already is.
All right.
I'm sorry. It's too easy.
Yep. All right. So during your shift, Chit, the snow is still about the same. You can hear slight wind into the distance. You can hear a little bit of the river. That's not too far from here, but otherwise, yours is considered uneventful.
Okay.
Storm, I believe you're next.
Sorry, I had my mic muted. Yeah, I'm third.
Yep, third. All right. Let's see. You got like what, a 23 in passive perception?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Practically gone here.
If your sight.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah. So during your shift, you can hear the snow. Or not hear the snow. You can see the snow. Looks like it's getting a little thicker. You could also hear the wind. It sounds like it's getting a little, just slightly louder. From last time that you were out here. You can clearly hear the river. I will also state as well, but also you hear footsteps coming from behind if you're standing guard for where your character is currently at.
All right. If I turn around, can I see like how many people or something like that?
From turning around, what you see is Fumi.
Ugh. All right.
Shoot her in the face.
Wow.
That was violent.
Well,
Just
I'm not too worried, so. Well, actually, I'm worried. Why was Fumi out here?
um, that is a good question.
One way to find out, right?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ask her, like, is everything all right?
She would tell you that she's all right. She's just having just a hard time sleeping, considering everything that happened.
Well, yeah, I kind of understand. It's been trying, but you probably shouldn't be, going around alone. Never know what's, around the corner.
Right. I guess I suppose. Hmm. Um, she does. As she is returning, she does essentially stop and does turn to you and ask you a question.
Mm.
What is your opinion on this job here? With everything that I'm doing, with the stone and everything.
I mean, if I had a problem with it, I just would never have joined you, so. I guess I do this because I want to. I don't have any strong opinion about it.
All right. She would turn and essentially go back into the cave.
Alright, and I just go back to watch. Keeping watch.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. I will also let you know off into the far distance what sounds like towards the river there seems to be additional footsteps. But they do stop. Or at least maybe fade away. Kind of hard to tell with the wind blowing as it is.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna, keep an eye open and nothing much I can do.
Right. Otherwise, yeah, your shift comes to an end. Who's got the last shift?
I could take last shift if there is no one on it.
Alrighty.
I would tell Monzeku about the footsteps I heard. And to keep an eye open.
Okay, before I do what I'm gonna do. DM.
Yes.
If I were to cast any spells, would they be replenished when the long rest is finished?
Yes.
Okay. Upon hearing this, he's gonna nod his head before using freaking what you call it? Conjure animals to summon. Let me see how many real quick. I think it's 8. I think it's 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Up to 8 creatures till you reach a certain level.
Yeah, got you. I'm gonna summon 8 and I'm gonna summon 8. What's like a small CR animal that's really good at seeing things?
I would maybe owls.
Actually, bats, because echolocation. So,
Where are they gonna hang?
you see that, like, you see, okay, you see this wall, like, over here where I move Munzeku, like, along here?
The ruined walls, yeah.
Gonna have 4 hang out over there, 2 underneath the cave entrance,
That is covered by
and,
a blanket.
what?
Just to let you know, that is covered by a blanket that Chit put up.
Okay, they're just gonna hang outside, 2 of them gonna hang outside of it, and then 2 near the entrance out here.
Okay.
So he's gonna do that. And then like keep watch, and then he's gonna just like nod his head to where and just go, I got you. I'm sure it'll be fun. Before like waking himself up to keep watch.
Mm-hmm. All right. Um, During your watch, with you being the only one, there is a spectral hooded figure that you see, I believe, for the first time.
Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay. He's gonna like wave his hand to see if it responds.
Yeah, he'll, this hooded figure will wave back.
Do I know you?
Possibly.
I either do or I don't. I don't think there's a possibly in this situation.
Might
Be
know
the
his
ghost
name.
of Christmas past.
You might know him by name, but not by face.
You may know me
Yeah.
through history, you may not know me at all.
Then who are you?
I don't think that's really important right now. What
I
is...
think introductions are the most important thing when you meet someone.
That is a matter of opinion. Pray
He
tell.
just sighs and says, "What do you want?"
I want to know why you are helping.
Thinks for a moment before saying, "I don't necessarily know. They don't seem like terrible people."
Do you even
Why do you
know?
ask?
Do you even know what they are doing?
As far as I'm aware, we're supposed to be figuring out what we're doing. I can't speak. The freaking stone thing is what I'm slipping my tongue over. We're supposed to be figuring out what to do with this stone.
All right. You can see that token,
But
right?
if you know so much more, why don't you enlighten me?
Right. You can see that token, right? Just by chance?
Which one?
Okay, I'll take that as a no. So I'm going to
It might
self-fight him.
be off my screen because my token is where I'm centered.
Mm-hmm. How about now? Can you see him now? He's right over here.
I think so. Yeah, at the very edge of the entrance.
Mm-hmm. He's essentially sitting on the stone there.
Oh, I'm looking up at this guy. Okay.
Stone's about the stone is pretty broken, so you can actually sit on it.
Oh, got you, got you. Okay, but okay, so I'm just gonna like, okay, if you know so much more about our situation, why don't you enlighten me?
Hmm. From what you can tell from looking at him, he does give off a slight chuckle before he disappears, and then reappears towards towards the stairs.
After seeing that, he's gonna once again say, "Are you going to enlighten me?"
A long time ago, there was a person, an adventurer of sorts, kind of like you, who had made an opinion of whether or not I should be further punished or considered redeemable. Tell me, what would you think? Do you think that
I
a person who caused a catastrophic event to be redeemable, that killed so many people, that even as he disappears and then reappears into a different location, a person that even killed a goddess? Do you think a person like that is redeemable after so much torture?
seeing where this is going, he kind of just reaches in his bag and pulls out a small pot and two small cups, and then he starts putting on some tea before he actually starts answering and says, "Well, to put simply, I personally don't know, but I think it depends more on your circumstances than it does the actual actions themselves. For example, did you mean to kill that many people? Were your intentions to do those things? Were you trying to aid someone? Were you trying to aid them? What exactly led up to those kind of events? That arguably would decide more for me whether you are redeemable or not than anything else. And even then, am I someone who is worthy to deem someone redeemable or not?" He would say before finishing up the tea and then like offering him a cup.
You do hear a chuckle as he does disappear once more, but only to reappear in a different location on the other side of the fire from where you stand.
He still offers him the same tea, assuming that he'll say something or speak up.
You do see him as essentially he does pull up a hand to essentially say no thanks, um, without saying it. But what he does tell you is, well, that seems to be a question that many people want to consider. Whether he is actually redeemable because of so much torment. He did outright try to kill a goddess, only so that he could obtain her power. But at the same time, what folly.
Well, once again, I ask the same thing. It could be redeemable. Depends on your reasons. You said that you did it to gain their power. Which god was it? And were they using their powers responsibly? Did they cause twice as much pain as you did when you destroyed them? If you did destroy this god, I still don't know who you are. I still don't know how possible it is that you've done these things. But in this hypothetical, once again, I think it depends more on those things than it does your actual actions. He says before taking another sip of the tea. But I will say this, regardless of whether you are worthy of redemption, I think that if you seek it, you are still a far better person than you were before. Do you seek redemption to make up for your mistakes of the past, as most of us tend to do?
Hmm. This is not my time. Whether I am considered redeemable is always opinionated by the social standards. You consider the person to be redeemable based off of your logic. And if that's the case, why not take the stone away from her and give it to the rightful people that wish to bring a redeemable person back?
Well, once again, you misunderstand me. I say someone who's done such things could be redeemable. As for whether you or the person you speak of is redeemable or not, I do not know. But I will say this, I have very little reason to disagree with the people around me. They have all shown that they have merit towards doing good and that they do not wish to cause destruction of any sort. After all, I am a druid. Destruction and chaos isn't exactly my forte.
Ah, but it is part of nature.
It may
One
be a
that
part of nature, but to cause it outright without any real goal of self preservation or the preservation of others is just needless destruction. Is it not?
How familiar are you with the spell plague that happened many, many years ago?
My education on history is as foggy as my memory. Not exactly the best of skill suits in mine, but I am more than open to hear and more than and more than willing to listen.
What if I were
If
to
you
tell
care.
you that our capping stones, or I should say your capping stones, are not as capped as you think they are? Mistra wrote a law that banned those to cast high level spells that would match the deities. To something considered of a 10th tier, an 11th tier, and a 12th tier of magic. What if I told you that's still possible through the writing of the law?
Well, I would suppose that if it's been done before, it would still be possible. To outlaw or to outrule something from a standard below it wouldn't exactly work. It'd be like a child telling another child not to do something. If they're on the same plane, I'd imagine they'd still be able to do it. But I think I'm missing the point here. What exactly are you asking of me? Or are you trying to just teach me something?
The spell plague occurred because too many people were using too high of magic, too strong of magic. Humanity and all races, all species that are capable of this, were to blame, though it was more of a viewpoint of a lack of responsibility towards the goddess of magic during the timeline. Let me ask you this. If you were to deal with a spell plague that was about to burst open, knowing fully well that it was going to come, would you not use the magic to stop it?
I'm going to assume that this is what that person did in that story, and the consequences were a god dying and many being harmed in the process.
We're circling back, yes.
Hmm. Well, if this spell plague of yours that you speak of were to cause twice as much damage as you've mentioned the other choice would have done, were I in your shoes, probably do the same if there weren't better alternatives.
And what if the only alternative for you to save your people was to confront a god or a goddess. What do adventurers like yourselves do when you get so high and mighty? Do you not follow the same path as Karsus once did? To challenge a deity so you may beat them? Put them in their place? Aren't you nothing more than a pawn to them then? You follow the path of nature. Are you but a servant, or do you command it?
The way I usually look at it is this. The will to dominate is inside of all of us, because to dominate something is to make sure that you can't be harmed by it. That is a way of survival. But another way of survival is to find peace with your adversaries, with your neighbors, with your family, with your friends. Because an ally has little reason to stab you in the back. So, if I were to attain such power in such a way, would my hubris grow to the point where I would challenge gods? I would say once again, it would depend on the circumstance. Is a god challenging me? Is a god stopping me from doing what I need to do to protect the ones I care about or to protect those around me? If so, I would challenge a god. But if a god were to be doing their own thing or minding their own business while my power slowly grows, what reason would I have to challenge them? They are of no threat to me, or nor the ones that I care for. So I have little reason to believe that as my power were to grow, that anyone just as tall as me would have to get chopped down.
From what you can see, he does raise up a finger, and holding it upright, you see him draw a circle in the air. A little bit downward, he draws another circle that interlocks with the first one. And then a little bit to the left, he draws another circle that interlocks with the other two. 3 choices. Each one is fighting amongst each other. Take that as you see fit, as he gives off a light giggle, a light chuckle, and disappears. And from behind him, you can see what looks to be this. Actually, I believe that would be the wrong direction, but the rising of the sun.
Huh. That was interesting. But a nice mind tease. He would dismiss his spell before, the sun would rise, and he would decide, I'm gonna start cooking up food. So that way everyone can be having some breakfast in the morning, and then probably bring up this to everyone else when they get the chance.
Alright. As for everyone else, you all awaken from your slumber. You are fully rested. You have all of your hit points and your spell slots.
Okay, so once everyone's waking up. Wait, what did you say, Joe? I just heard I see your thing going off. Oh my god. A Storm.
Yes.
Okay. Dang, you sounded very different for a second. Anyways, Menzeku would kind of look to Storm and go, you were right. There were footsteps a minute ago.
Well, yeah, I know I was right.
Did you see who it was?
No.
Well, I got to. It was some shadowy figure in some cloak. They talked about the stone and various things as if they understood what we were trying to do.
Right.
Some spectral person in some cloak. Has anyone ever seen that? He would say
Not that
before starting to kind of bring it up to everyone at the party.
Yeah, everyone would be up at this point.
Remember when we were captured by those other orcs? Well, they kind of helped me find a way to escape. So, and they also told me how I could get in contact with them if we ever needed it. So, there's that.
When they spoke to you, did they ever speak to you of betraying the party?
No, all they told me was all they did was help, which is strange.
Which is odd, because it would seem when they showed up that their main goal was to try to convince me that I could do better with the stone than whatever it is that we're doing with it.
Is that so?
At least that's where the conversation started. Afterwards, it divulged into this idea of what one would do with power if rivaled by gods. But interesting conversation nonetheless, I would suppose.
Well, it doesn't really add up now, does it? Because why would they help us if they want us to betray each other?
Well, I'm not exactly sure neither. All I know is that they seem to have tried to put the idea of me taking the stone and doing my own thing with it, then just clarifying with everyone around me.
Anything you want to say, Thor?
What did you say, Joe?
Was asking anything you want to say, Storm?
No. I can't wrap my head around the reasoning. But yeah. I don't know what to say to that.
Neither do I. It just seems kind of odd. But regardless, I'm sure if we do run into them again, we can get more information about what it is they're all about. They don't seem to be an immediate threat at the very least.
Well, that or we could contact them now.
Well, I would contact them now, but the issue is I don't exactly know how to contact them.
Well, you write a piece of paper and set it on fire. Apparently, they'll get the message.
Okay.
So what have I missed?
Dahmer, check your background.
It's in the morning now.
It is morning now.
Alright, I'm gonna take my time and get my equipment on. Pack things up. Did I miss anything, or
I'm currently having a conversation about the hooded man.
I can't even look at my sheet at the moment. D&D Beyond broke again, like always. Oh, let
I think
me
it's
refresh
working
it.
fine.
Yeah, after I refreshed it, it's just loading slow today for some reason. What? Yeah, it's straight up saying something's wrong with the API or something.
That's odd. Mine is fine.
Now it's working. Jesus Christ, this website. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Maybe you're to blame. I'm gonna stop. That's mean. But anyways,
sorry about that. I'm back.
So yeah,
You
check.
know what? I realized that is a pretty big fucking hit. Thank you, DM. Holy crap.
Okay, so the hood figure.
Yep. I think Big Fox here needs a small recap.
So,
Um,
hood figure, right?
Would someone else like to elaborate? Would y'all like me to?
I think I have a bit of a gist of who he actually is. He's actually Karsus.
Question to DM.
Are you saying that, or are you
Think
saying that to us?
he-
Based on what the way he was talking, like I'm assuming you told me like the details of it. I did pay attention to it. The way he talked, he was trying to refer to himself as a third person. A bit egotistical too. He was trying to make it seem like what he did was like a small slight, like an oops. I'm like, but his actions was literally him trying to achieve godhood, which is something that mortals really shouldn't be doing, and especially disturbing the laws of the laws of magic. Because of his actions, he basically caused what was already a problem, like to become even worse by killing the god of magic and replacing them with himself, thinking he was better than them. But it backfired and caused even more death and destruction. That's
I was
not
not.
being good. Like, yes, you can get redemption and find forgiveness if you seek it out, but when you try to like make an excuse for it, then you're not seeking forgiveness. You're walking a path of damnation at that point. You're trying to justify your actions, saying like I did no wrong, regardless of all the deaths I caused. That is almost borderline evil. The way he was talking, I would say. And the whole concept of like not in the nature, what he was doing is unnatural to begin with.
Well, okay. To be fair, a lot of
He was
things are
manipulating.
unnatural. To be fair, a lot of things are unnatural. Though I will say this: it does seem like this person isn't exactly seeking redemption.
That's
Their
our
words
key.
made it does. Their words did make it seem as though they were just seeking justification for their actions than anything else.
And the way he was trying to talk was trying to convince you to turn on Fumi there and take the stone that he's trying to seek. I suggest we continue onwards and prevent what could be the next spell plague.
Fumi would also agree with you.
Because no matter how much he wants to, quote unquote, redeem himself, the only true way is him giving warning to others to not the mistakes that he has done. Yet he's not doing that. He's still trying to become a god based on what's the way he was talking.
HDMI, your DM.
Oh, sorry. But go ahead.
Ultimately, though, he chose the wrong person to try to convince to begin with. I don't think any of us would turn on Fumi or hand over that cult, that gemstone, given the fact of how much death it could cause.
Yes, to do such a thing, it does seem a little unnecessary.
One must,
And I,
when it comes to certain things, one must accept the fate that they have been dealt with. Karsus had his chance to live. He chose his path, and that was the consequence of his actions.
are you
If
saying he's undead?
it's more like a spirit, a lingering regret, maybe. Based on what, do I know the information about him being sealed away inside this statue?
No one actually truly knows.
It's theorized. Do I know about some of the theories about it?
You can make a chance of it, but as society has gone, this is a kind of a very hard fetch, and
Just
only
roll,
select.
roll,
Yeah,
roll 20.
yeah. Roll a 20.
Hey guys.
Oh, 15.
15.
I realized something as you
What,
guys were speaking. The reason we can contact him through writing on paper and setting in a fire is because he may be part of the Voltstruck, something like that.
maybe part of what?
Voltstrucker agency, because the way they work, They can literally send messages the same way.
Gold
I
structure.
do not know what this is.
He's not. They're not. There is a high possible chance that they're not even fucking dead. That's not even. I don't think that's a spirit.
So it's an astral projection of sorts?
More or less. I rolled a 15. Do I know anything about this statue? HDMI?
No, not really. I'd say you
Alright.
know about the bloodstone that has been talked about, but not so much as it being relevant to the actual theory.
Okay. Are these things I can conclude to myself then, at least?
Yeah, you can have a hypothesis with that, yeah.
Perhaps, like I said, lingering spirit or astral projection, he may not be dead. He might be in a deathless state, neither truly living nor dead. And they're a cause of his own actions. Right?
Yeah, but how would he be able to get a message from me?
I mean, we are carrying the bloodstone, which is from the statue of his form, isn't it not?
Are we?
Are we not?
Fumi would tell you that the stone, as far as she was told, she was given to it by uh, her comrade and was ordered to run with it.
That's
That stone should be from the original bloodstone.
like I said. Perhaps it's just a fragment of his consciousness trying to get that stone reunited to the full mass. So, best thing to do is either ignore him altogether, because one can't simply just change the opinions of other people. You can only point out different perspective and views and hope they choose to change.
Well, that
This
was
is
disappointing. I
me.
really do enjoy philosophical talks like these.
This is actually hard for me to ignore.
Oh, I didn't know
I
you took such an interest in such things.
well, considering that there's the chance that he is part of something I am. That concerns me, and I need to go find that out.
Or what? Asked Ulmer.
You know what I'm saying? This. So, I hate to. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm part of the Voltstrucker agents.
Which agents?
Voltstrucker.
Goldstrucker.
You may have to type it out in the general.
I have no idea who the Goldstruckers are.
Neither do I.
I don't think
Hold
anyone
up.
knows. I've never heard of the Goldstruckers.
Voltstrucker.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
It does
Yeah.
sound like golf strokers, doesn't it?
I heard Goldstrucker, like struck.
Voltstrucker.
It sounds like
Oh,
gold. It sounds like gold struckers, gold struckers,
Oh,
gold
Goldstruckers.
strokers. It just sounds weird. I don't know.
Goldstruckers. The Goldstruckers?
Every
No,
time I do that, I hear a different word.
I'm not familiar with the Goldstruckers. Do I know anything about them?
Vault struckers now. That's a new one.
You can try to roll history for it if you'd like. See if maybe you've heard rumors or anything else like that.
-1 in history.
The party's gonna kill me. I know it.
16? It's vague, but you know it as... You think that it might be part of like a thieves guild.
Okay.
In a not very socially
Wait.
acceptable.
You mean like the Black Hand, like Zangrim's?
The Black Hand from like Skyrim?
No, they're called the Black Hand Zangrim, or the Zaragum?
Oh, you're talking about from the world of Rosamora?
No, they're called Black Hand or Zangrim. One of their leaders is Moonshine or Moonshoon or whatever, and Waterdeep.
Oh.
They're the most famous thieves guild.
Similar, yeah.
Aren't they just called the Thieves Guild?
No, because currently they used to be actually pretty damn evil back in the day during the Spell Plague era. Hell, even before that, I believe. When I think Mistral was first murdered, it was the Black Hand, and there was three deities. There was Bane, Derek, and I can't remember the third one. But they were basically the deities of the Zangrim, Black Hand.
Okay. I'm gonna slow you down. What is what is the Voltstrom? Voltstruckers. What is this?
Yeah, back to that.
We're an organized assassin guild.
Okay, so you're an assassin guild, not the thieves guild.
Oh, you're an assassin?
You just realized this?
I mean, I just thought you were
You know
pretty
how to
decent
kill
movie
something?
person.
What was that, Chit?
I
You know how to
mentioned to
kill
storm
someone?
you.
Oh no, I just thought you were really good at stealing and killing things.
You mentioned to storm you. You keep strange.
I'm being a little sarcastic here because I'm wondering, like, okay, what's important about you being an assassin?
Are you still within this guild?
Does it matter?
I've left it alone. I'm not as part of it as I used to be anymore, no. But as I mentioned before, this person, whoever this mystery shadowy figure is, they have access to the communications there somehow. Meaning they're most likely in one of the hideouts. Maybe. I don't know. It's just very strange that, they're able to get a letter from me.
I mean, what is okay? I think I'm missing the point here.
I'll put
How
it like this.
significant is it that?
The way these letters work is we use a special...
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that I don't understand that. What I'm saying is this: what does them being a member of this Assassin's Guild mean exactly? Does it mean anything of importance, or is this just now some form of communication they know because of that, and therefore maybe secrets from this guild?
I mean, we're dealing with a cult of the spellcasters. Any form of magical arts is kind of on the table.
Which is exactly my point. I'm wondering, what significance does this really hold? Does it tell us anything new about this person and their motives, or help us identify them better? Was the person that we assume this person was before associated with them in some way, shape, or form before they killed the god?
God damn, now you're just fucking confusing me.
I'm sorry. Once again, I don't necessarily know how important this is or not. Oh, okay. Out of character, I'm gonna say this. All I'm saying is this: this person knows how to communicate the same way as this other guild does, so they may or may not be affiliated with it. What does them being affiliated with it mean for us? Like, does this help us identify them? Does it tell us what they're capable of? Does it tell us what they are? Like, what is it telling us?
I feel like you just answered your own goddamn question. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, those were questions that aren't answered. So I'm saying, if it does those things, what do we know that this person is now capable of? What is this thing now that we know that they're associated with that? Like, it doesn't answer the next question. It just says there's a tie here. You don't know what it tells us.
Would you like me to read the entire description of the background?
I guess. I don't know.
The Voltstrucker are a clandestine organization of arcane assassins and enforcers in the service of Cerberus Assembly. Their operatives bear no official title, but are referred to in hushed tones as scourgers by residents of Lars Dwendalian cities such as the Dash and Retzenstrom. You are a Volstrucker agent. Your duty is to silence descendants who would determine the will of the king, dwindle, and more importantly, the will of the assembly.
So wait, they're a guild of assassins that work under a kingdom that's we're nowhere near. Is that what I'm getting at? Because
I'm just wondering if this person, if they are who we think they are, would they work for someone that would help a king?
that's what I mean. Like, they're spellcasters. They can obviously use similar spells of any make.
Fair enough.
Similar organizations would use similar spells.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is only for Volstrucker agents, the whole list, the letter thing. Or people part of that guild.
How does this letter work?
Let me read the thing. You have access to the Volstrucker Shadow Network, which allows you to communicate with other members of the Order over long distances. If you write a letter in a special arcane ink, address it to a member of the Volstrucker, and cast it into a fighter, the letter will burn to cinders and materialize whole again on the person of the agent you address it to. The ink used to send a letter across the Shadow Network is the same as that used by a wizard to scribe spells in the spell book. Writing a letter in the same costs 10 gold pieces per page.
Okay, and you got a letter when?
No, he told me that if I ever wanted to reach out to him, I should do this.
This shadowy figure.
No, he never gave me a name.
That means he's intercepting your letters. Doesn't mean he works for the organization. If this is Karsus, he's a high, powerful wizard. Even if he's an astral form.
Who this fucker is.
So I mean, if it is Karsus, like I said it might be, the way he was talking, it's not beyond the realm of reasoning that he's intercepting these letters. Most likely either through the astral plane. He's trying to buy into your trust. Like he tried to do with Mong Zagul last night. He wants us to hand over the Bloodstone back to his cult. So he can make a second attempt at godhood, which may result in a spell play again.
Alright.
I would suggest we just head off to Mithril Hall.
While you guys are having this conversation, Storm, you hear a chant.
Alright, good. Coming from where?
Oh, for fuck.
It was coming from behind, and as you guys are having your conversation, for some reason, even when Fumi speaks, no one can hear.
Oh, fuck this. I'm jumping on my horse.
You said we can't hear what?
We can't speak. So
you can't
even I
hear
would
each
come
other.
to I jump on my horse and get a motion to get out.
What horse? The horse
mean?
that you conjured?
Wait, I thought we came here.
You would have to I don't even think. I don't know. Can dispel magic? Dispel freaking. You're telling me I wouldn't have noticed my own horse missing?
Well, from your position,
I was right here. My horse is over here. You're telling me me getting up, looking over to my horse, and then stopping to have a conversation. I wouldn't have noticed my horse missing.
It's arguable, because I don't know how engaged in the conversation that you were in if you were to actually stop and talked with
I
them
do
face to
have-
face. So the way that I was seeing it, it's like it's a possibility. But if you were walking towards it, you would
Yeah.
have towards this part noticed that your horse just vanished.
I would have made notice of that immediately and told that we're under attack.
Why is there a circle around us?
It's a zone of silence. Did you not hear that we can't talk? Start talking. When we were speaking, no words were coming out. No one could hear us. I also I do have a passive of 18 for perception. So maybe walking towards my horse.
Do only spells require verbal components?
Some
A
spells.
decent amount. A decent amount, yes.
Verbal. What about this one? Verbal. Yeah, a lot of them are verbal. Yeah, that's dirty.
If they had
Killing
dispelled my
it.
horse
Yeah.
and I was, I'm pretty sure so many people would have noticed the horse poofing out of existence and realizing we're under attack.
Can I walk outside of it?
Yes, you can.
Hold on. I'm gonna grab everyone here.
Because I think it starts here.
I need initiative, please.
Yeah,
Son of a...
little figure down here.
I'm very confused because when we, I guess we're getting initiative. This isn't a surprise round. We know we're under attack.
Yep, you would be correct with that.
Let me go find out what my
Did I just
initiative
roll a
is.
natural 20? My initiative or some shit? Because
Well, there's a drow who rolled a natural 20.
It was +3.
I
Notice
have
it.
no idea what I rolled. Because it's where am I in the initiative?
Ooh, I got a nat 20. I got 23 as initiative.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't roll at all.
No, you didn't roll at all.
I thought I
rolled
did.
20.
No,
Oh wait, I forget.
it's
Rolling the thing. I rolled a 22 on Avery, but I don't think that matter counts.
15.
I think we're allowed to roll on Avery as long as DM knows where you roll.
Yeah.
We're rolling a lot of nat 20s all of a sudden.
What'd you get, Zaku?
I got nat 20, so I got 23 total.
So a nat 20 on Avery and a nat 20 on Foundry. I don't have to change anything on yours.
Yep.
All right.
I think I declared I was putting on my equipment.
Yep, I heard that. And I would assume everybody else would have also been equipped at this time.
Yeah, good thing my AC's increased. This is helpful.
Mm-hmm. To also
Those who stand behind me get a half cover, right?
Huh?
I have a tower shield.
No.
No,
Nope.
they don't.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Only I get the benefits of the tower shield.
Yeah, you only get the benefits of the +5. That's it.
Okay, so it's not the 3.5 version of the tower shield.
No.
Where you you get the full benefits, and anyone behind you gets as if they were behind half cover.
To which, if memory serves in regards of the spell, let me double check on it.
Silence just makes it so no one can speak.
Yeah.
Or basically verbal components or spells.
rendered.
Basically, almost every damn spell.
Basically, yeah.
And silence is a very potent.
Against spellcasters.
Laughs and non-spellcasting rogue.
I mean, half our party is spellcasters.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
But you also gain the benefit. So, for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere. So, no dialogue for you. Centered at a point of you can choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and the creatures are deafened while entirely inside of it. Casting the spell includes a verbal component, is impossible there.
Yeah.
It's got a 120-foot range with its radius of 20.
I can't do anything. Like I can't cast any of my spells. All my like, as a paladin, all my spells are verbal.
Same
Almost.
here as a druid. All my spells are verbal too.
I will
It's
let you
honestly
all
sad
know.
how many spells are verbal.
Yeah. I will also let you know, too, between two of them, you see what looks to be of a gray-skinned orc and also a female drow.
Amongst
There's a-
what?
Amongst 1, 2, 3, 4
They know-
other male drows.
They want my head. The three that killed the chieftain. They know who exactly killed him. These are the
that's
assassins.
horrible.
Why is there two of you?
I have a defender.
Put up a tire.
I can give you a defender.
They give me a defender.
I will give you a
Give him a medal.
defender. Defender.
I can't see anything from my angle. All I see is us.
Begin combat. Prepare for battle.
To which
I know. I'm just saying I can't see the target, so
yeah, from where
doing
you're
things about it can
located.
be tough.
Well, I mean, you can see one. You can see one target.
Oh, I can see this dude. Yeah, now I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always leave the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About 25 feet. A diagonal line. We'll let you get out of the circle.
Oh, let's see here. So with that in mind, no dialogue for you guys because that goes both ways. Let's see here.
Do we at least see their mouths move? Stop.
Who all has observant?
Wearing a helmet.
I do.
I do.
All right. You can see the female drow.
I don't speak drow, but I do speak orc. So if they speak orc to the orc, I don't know what they're saying.
They are actually speaking in common.
Okay.
Looks like we found our target.
That's concerning.
To which the drow does ask, so how shall we dispose of this one? To which the orc says, well, we can kill them all, or just take out the one. To which I need to grab this real quick here. And I can't see where squat.
Oh, dang.
All right. Alright, I am correct on that. So back to the other. As far as you can tell, it looks like it's the gray female orc that is concentrating on a spell, while the female drow is just standing there laughing. As far as you can tell. So with that in mind, the question lies, because of the timing being 10:10, do we want to leave it here? Or
in the combat?
yeah, in the beginning of combat, or push through?
I don't mind leaving it here.
Yeah, I work tomorrow. I
Fair
so
enough.
I'd rather not go to bed like at midnight.
So we
Okay, then let's do that.
Alright.